So this is the creator of the pod. This is Randy Rosario, Mike the Poet, Trip Fontaine, Finance Keita Rose, and Mojo Dojo. A lot of you guys are like, well, I don't care about this bitch or that bitch. Where's my favorite? Oh, shit, there she go to your favorite. She be dropping them gems. This is Kitty Rose. She got Randy out quick, fast. She said, I want your spot. How can I manipulate everyone to get it? I'm going to detail that, though, in the following episodes. It's going to be like 500 episodes. Uh-oh, bonus feature. This guy says he used to be with Kitty, but that can't be true because it would have been around the time she was married, and she can't stand side bitches, and she can't stand cheating women. Ho, ho, the drama, the tea. Hope we all heal.
I know that you saw me another video. You want me to play that too, right? Jordan, did we lose him? I can't be there.
It's the second video. Go ahead. Second video.
What's up, Nidus?
Did I work for? I just want to address a few things that have been really pissing me off. Number one, I'm not one of those friends that fall out with a friend and tell their business. These hoes actually never liked me at all. This isn't a hurt people situation. This is a you fucked around and now you're gonna find out. A lot of you are saying, this seems a little one-sided, Keita. Right, because I'm the only one talking. So, since your faves get paid to speak on a daily basis, they should have no problem speaking out. Before it was tonight's conversation, live and uncut, it was tonight's conversation, love, sex, and relationships. The tour. I had never been on tour before. I was content creating and working HR at Kraft Macaroni and Cheese. I was HR there. By the way, since we're doing this, you probably shouldn't be eating that shit either, but if they sue me, they're gonna take my son, so I best be shutting that ass up. But I got to meet some really great people. I met the very talented Jay Martinez, the very funny TC Caldwell, the really beautiful and talented Caleb the Poet, and Mojo. Look how happy I am. Stupid girl. This healed, emotionally mature, ready for marriage man. Honestly, this show was a vibe. It was a vibe. It was intimate. It was positive. I had millions of followers. TC had millions of followers, but he lost his page. And when he lost his page, Mojo Jojo said, "You're no longer valuable. Goodbye. Goodbye." This is my best friend, and the reason why I'm in this fucking predicament, she was following Mojo Jojo and couldn't believe he picked me to be on tour. So when Mojo Jojo hired me, he said that we were going to make a lot of money because he had done a lot of shows. This wasn't his first show. This was my first tour, but not his. He used to be on tour with, who's that? Apparently it started out a card game, but then they moved it to making content and then moved it on the road. I don't know. So one of the products sold on tour that made the tour and made him so lucrative is his card game. But word on the curb, allegedly is this was not his idea. A little birdie told me that the card game was his idea, but he just didn't know how to market it right. Good thing Mojo is a master marketer. Unfortunately, this is going to be the end of part 2. But don't worry, we're going to give you a sneak peek of what's to come in part 3.
That's what I'm telling you. Why?
So y'all men really don't like getting y'all asses face?
No.
Man,
What?
y'all better be glad I ain't no shit. Cause I put these niggas, I be licking ass. I like for men to be on me. Okay? In all true honesty, it's something about that scream here.
Yeah, so if you want to find more, getting more into it, Keita Rose, follow her on Instagram because she does have part 3 and part 4 out, and she's really, really telling a mess of what's up with tonight conversations, when they went on tour and everything, and yeah, it looks like since this is coming out, and everything is we only hear for her, we're not hearing from everybody else for her, so it's just coming out from one source for her, but. Maybe some more people will talk about it. We'll see. But this is Keita Rose side of the story. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take about tonight's conversation about how her side her side of the version went down, and really see how it's egos got involved, and how people was getting hired and fired as well.
She's hurt. She's hurt that they let her go. You can tell she's spazzing out because she's hurt. Because she even mentioned it when she was giving her reaction about how everything pretty much spoiling the tea. She was giving her expression on how hurt she is. She like, I had a good time. We had a good time. It was a lot of fun. And now I'm gonna start exposing some things. Why didn't you expose things in the beginning? Because you like to be there. But soon they let you go. Now you're gonna spoil all the tea on people that you probably was really, really close with. Sometimes this will make me think that why you can't do business with everybody. It was don't get me wrong, it was a great tour. They went everywhere from Miami to Houston to New York to LA, and literally it was a sold out crowd. So it grew, and after that you had guest experiences on the show like Mr. Let Go. I'm not sure if Anton went. You had a lot of people that did go to the show that did go there to support. But then after they let you go, now you are upset. Now you're taking shots at everybody. To me, that's why, a strong group like that. That's why I stay away from stuff like that. And to me, it's just completely childish. To me, after they let you go, like she should have did start her own podcast. You already know how things run. Don't start your own tour. You probably generate enough revenue to do what you need to do. Shout out to Abby Ward that's in the building, and also pre happy birthday to Nightish as well. Go right ahead, Akeem.
All good things want to come to an end. Certain things she said in there, I agree with, and certain things didn't make sense. The platform won't be the platform without H Metaphor. He knew how to bring people in. Whatever business situation y'all going has now been severed. I hate the whole let me expose some things. Because at the end of the day, you couldn't build a business like that. If so, stop exposing and go build. We all gonna have disagreements in business. We all gonna have some things just don't align right. Trip Fontaine ain't there, and he was the main who people came to go see. Not you, Kitty. You was funny, but I really didn't know who you was like that. I knew Trip and I knew Kitty, the dark skinned girl, because her thing, she used to be on my FYU page all the time. You know what I mean? Trip and her. So whenever bad business deals come and you're disgruntled, it's just best to keep your mouth closed. And you know what I mean? She says she didn't sign an NDA, so she's going to expose. And let me tell you something. Don't use this as the thing that you're going to piggyback and create a platform, because platform don't last when it's built off of anger, exposing, and stuff like that. These things don't usually last.
Yeah, I agree with y'all, Ken and Ronnie. Yeah, she's definitely hurt. So hurt that she had to go on her Instagram and put it into stories. So part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and I don't know how many parts she's gonna do and everything. So yeah, it's just come for her. I know she had fun with the show and everything, but there's sometimes if the boss doesn't like you, or you're not pulling the views, whatever and everything. It comes to a decision they gotta let you go sometimes. And I know that you hurt, but you have she has a great following, guys. I don't know why she had to do all that. She has a great following to either make her own podcast. Remember, guys, also she just then left Randy Rosario. They fired her as well. But what she do? She got connected with Anton because she's from Detroit, and now she's doing a podcast called Wrap It Up and everything. So Randy kept it moving. And Keita, she could have kept it moving as well. Well, hopefully she'll find something. She has a good following. A lot of people think that she's funny, that she has a little talent and everything. So, Keita can, she can do her own thing. Just, you can find some other people that you got to do a podcast with. You make your own podcast, and just about that and everything. So, I mean, for me, it should have, I'm not a fan of, if you get fired, you tell, everybody's business, that you work with and everything. I'm not a big fan of that and everything. It's just, you're kind of, spilling, spoiled milk, it's like you leaving the job and you tearing up everything because you're so emotional that you lost your job and everything. So yeah, Kita, for her, she's getting views on her Instagram. She's getting a whole bunch of views and everything. She averages between 500,000 to 800,000 views on her Instagram by posting the stuff and everything. And also, people are reacting to it like we are and everything. But yeah, at the end of the day, Kita, you have talent. Just move on, make your own podcast. You are in this relationship spaces and everything, and people probably do want to work with you. People, being other people's podcasts and talk about, your relationship. Because I believe she's married as well. She's married, right? I believe she's married.
I'm being honest, Jordan. I don't really know anything about her, to be honest.
Yeah.
I didn't really. I was not really too much fan of the show because it's
I
always the same topics over and over and
Yeah,
over
I
again.
didn't watch it
I'm
like
just
that
being honest.
either. It wasn't my cup of tea. I rarely watched it. I just saw clips on Instagram.
Yeah, no, true. Wednesday when we drop the link. Wednesday when we drop the links. So for people to come on the panel. That's what we call the
Hey,
panel Wednesday.
I
Go
want to
ahead,
make yeah. I want to make a correction, Jordan, to what you said. I don't believe she can do her
Me too.
own
I was
thing.
thinking the same thing too. But go ahead, Akeem.
A lot of people can't, because if it was Jordan, she would have
That's
been
right.
and did it. Why she had to listen, some of us are better working in
Facts.
groups. We have to get away from the individualism
Correct.
thing. The message don't hit harder if you by yourself, because if that, she would have
Yes.
blew it up. The other girl, Rosario, she went with Anton.
Exactly.
She did the smart thing. You can help build another platform that's already. Some of us are good at building platforms, other are helping making it hotter. So, like, and her thing is, I felt like whatever she did, sometimes you got to work well with the people who you work with. And Natasha's right; she give loud chick energy.
And now that nobody's not gonna work with her because they're gonna know she's gonna spill the tea.
That's true.
You
Yeah.
gotta keep stuff in professionalism.
That's true.
She went out of her.
Accusations.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta know everybody. I can't understand. Everybody can work with everybody. She's one of those people. She just can't work with everybody. Because as soon as she work with you, y'all break apart. She gonna spill the tea. She gonna say everything that happened in the back room, everything that happened in the back chat. Nah, man, you can't do that.
Yeah.
That's toxic all over the board.
So also remember too, just because she had a bunch of followers doesn't mean she's making money.
Yeah,
we know. We learned that early.
We learned that earlier today.
We learned that early.
That don't make anything.